Alrighty, so for continuity's sakes, welcome everybody. Hope you're excited for today. We are going to be jumping back into Alan Wake. We're going to be starting off with episode 2, Taken. Now, as you know, his wife has been taken from the house. We don't know what's going on. We're losing consciousness. It's been 2 weeks since we've been in town. Or was it 1 week? I don't know, man. I'm losing track of time myself. Like, I don't know what's going on here either. It's going to be okay, though. I think. Fingers crossed. Well, let's go ahead and jump right on into it. Yes.
Previously on Alan Wake. I came to Bright Falls with my wife, Alice.
Thank you for coming here with me. I thought maybe you could write here.
I don't want to hear it! God damn it, Alice!
Now, she's missing.
Alice? Alice?
I woke up behind the wheel of a crashed car. I'm missing a week. I was attacked by shadowy men straight from a nightmare. The sheriff took me to the lake Alice and I had stayed at. But the cabin had disappeared.
Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Before I go in there, just like look around the area, see if there's anything else we can grab. Training center.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
These look really good.
Oh, sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called. Alan! Alan! Please check the fuse box!
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry!
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
That game was
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
Well then, Mr. Wake, we're done here. If the pain gets any worse or you experience any other symptoms, you should come see me. I'll let you get on with it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker, is waiting for you. She's very good at her job. I'm sure she can locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Just double check in case.
Thank you for testing the lights, Miss Weaver. Everything seems to be fine. I don't have the luxury of being complacent.
These are some of the original developers too. I thought it was kind of interesting how they added these people in.
Have a nice day now.
Okay.
I'll come back later on to remind you, just in case. Mr. Wake, the sheriff is waiting for you in her office down the corridor. That was Cynthia Weaver. I guess you can call her the town eccentric. She used to be the editor of the local newspaper, but she's focused on
Mulligan here.
other things these
I'm at
days.
Stucky's gas station with Thornton. There's no sign of him. Over.
Wait. Yeah, this is Thornton. Look, we've located the brake float. It's here. That's some good news, right? Stucky was supposed to be driving it at the rehearsals today. Over.
Oh, give me that. Mulligan here. Looks like someone really thrashed the garage. Over.
Okay, roger that, guys. Keep looking for Stucky. Jane's out.
The sheriff wants to see you in her office, Mr. Wake.
Exactly. Where is that at? I forgot. Oh, sheriff's office.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake? How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot
Mr.
called
Wake, can I
Lover's
help you with
Peak.
anything?
Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal. We're watching you.
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Mister!
Of course,
Hey,
Mr.
can you
Wake.
turn the
can
light?
get there through the cell
Lights
corridor.
on! The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me. I need it to be bright in here. Thank you, man, thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't even be...
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, go through the fence on the left.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off for a while. God knows I need my beauty sleep. Just one more item before I go. It's been a busy night for the sheriff's department. We've had a few broken windows, even a report of shots fired on Main Street. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton had to deal with two intoxicated young men who were celebrating the completion of their Deerfest float. Now, folks, we get this every year. I know it's exciting, the big day's almost here, but let's save it for the party and leave the gunplay for the shooting competition, huh? There's no point in getting all worked up yet.
The caller had told me to find a hole in the fence behind the police station. There was something for me in an abandoned car. Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business.
Barry?
Ow! Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. Oh, I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
That is. Okay.
A writer is a light that reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies. Darkness will reclaim it. It's a long, hard journey into the dark. Alice's life is at stake, but I can't think about that, or I'll lose it. The dread lingers at the edge of perception. I'll push on. Anything is possible here. I'll write the story. I'll save her.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their recent and regrettable little outing. They are not accountable for their actions, of course. I can assure you that my staff...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh!
Hey!
Oh, my!
Take it easy.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
Get me out of here.
What the hell was that about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow. I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Who's Max?
This dog.
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl and, more importantly, a fan.
Yes, because we really need a lot of fans to know that I'm here. So for, you know, no paparazzi.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car, just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? What, are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice.
Do you
and everything's
understand
just...
what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm.
All right, wait here.
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Okay, sure.
Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk to the cops.
She's my wife, and it's my call. Can we talk about this later?
No. This whole thing Listen, you hit your head. I mean, geez, Al, come on. You gotta understand how crazy all this sounds. If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working. Ha ha, let's have a laugh on Barry. Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks. Can you tell me how to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just follow the paths, you'll get to it eventually. It's an easy walk. Nice spot, too. If you have any trouble finding it, just keep your eyes on the radio mast. It's right below that.
Look, Al, you're asking me to believe that you shot a dude who went poof into thin air, a guy who was bulletproof until you pointed a flashlight at him. You hear that from people who end up spending time in padded rooms, strapped to their beds, wearing white shirts with too long tangled up sleeves, and eating a healthy diet of pills. Al, you make cruel jokes about people who believe that kind of stuff. You're the skeptic. You gave me an hour-long lecture on homeopathy last month. What was it? If there's no proof, it's pure bullshit. Period.
Guess the laugh's on me then.
Al, come on! I mean, okay. Okay, maybe something weird happened to you, okay?
Well, thanks for the heartfelt vote of confidence.
All I'm saying is you gotta throw me a bone here, bestseller. What would you think if it was me? There's no way you should be going out at midnight with a gun.
No one asked you to come here, Barry. Either work with me on this or go straight back to New York. Your choice.
Okay, I figure we take a look at some of the stuff we got.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste remained of the kiss that killed me. This was a late goodbye. 13 years after I'd gotten my revenge. It had finally caught up with me. It had been a long time to bear the pain. My blood painted the snow red. A gruesome slushy dissolved all the scattered painkillers and leisurely dripped down to the sewer, mingling with the bile of the city, becoming one with it. I can see them now, my wife and my baby. Honey, I'm home.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power. The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife? Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress. She lowered the camera and looked again. No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
So we're saying that she actually might have possibly seen the other character. Or, the widowed woman.
That's just crazy talk, Al. Al! Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Achoo! Achoo! Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be Deliverance all over again. Achoo!
Gotta take the stairs down, so we might as well look around the area first before we leave. See, there's thermos there. Let's do a hot tub. Let's go!
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
Wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Walk through the door now.
Barry had never gotten along with Alice, but he knew Alan loved her with an almost frightening intensity. And now something had happened to Alice. And here was Al armed with a gun and saying things people got put in padded cells for. It was as if his friend had experienced a massive psychotic episode and was now totally disconnected from reality. It scared the shit out of Barry. Barry had the keys to the car he rented. It wasn't a long walk to the visitor center, and it wouldn't be any use to me in the forest.
Other than the fact that we found out people were like, whee! I'm upset we lost all of our gear though from the first mission, the first episode.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deerfest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage. No plan, really. Just taking the atmosphere. I'm getting a little too rickety to do much more than that, you know.
Oh, tell me about it. No sack race for us older gentlemen, huh?
Yes, exactly, Pat. But I'm gonna check out the parade, of course. And I'll be one of the pie contest judges, too.
Well, that takes a different kind of constitution.
Oh, yeah, it's my kind of exercise.
Now, Doc, seriously, you're in pretty good shape, though. You're the outdoors type. I know for a fact you're an avid fisherman.
That's right.
So we got a
Matter
big
of
guy that
fact,
was on some
just caught a heck of a largemouth bass early this morning.
But you're not taking part in the fishing contest?
No, not this year. See, Pat, I'm just not that competitive anymore. Now I just like to take my time and enjoy the peace of it. It's no fun if I need to worry about what I'm catching, you know?
Considering your track record, the participants are probably pretty happy you feel that way.
Well, Pat, that's kind of you to say.
Where'd he go?
Crime and punishment. The cancer and cure of civilization. But some crimes are impossible to punish, especially in Night Springs. Tonight's episode, The Man in the Mirror.
He's inside, Agent. He's a weird one.
So, you're confessing to killing that guy, huh? Why?
Coming?
Yeah, but why would you do that? I mean, you're a nice guy. Normal. Took a kid to a soccer game. So how come at the game, you pick a guy and, quoting from the arresting officer's report here, assault the victim's head area repeatedly with the weapon of choice being a pair of bare fists? Wow, that sentence really flows, huh? Maybe you're not the literary type. Okay, so you mess him up. But why? Who was that guy? We couldn't ID him. Why would a guy like you do him like that?
I didn't like his face?
Well, you must have hated it, because you really went to town there. I mean, there's no way to tell what he looked like. No ID on him either.
That must be difficult.
But then we ran the fingerprints. Got a match. Your prints. Identical.
Huh, how about that?
Your son said you were wearing a white shirt when you took him to the game. The white shirt is on the dead guy.
It's plenty red now.
You won't get away with this.
Do you really think that's in any way relevant to me? I had plenty of time to talk to my boy before the cops arrived, you know? He won't stop screaming, am I right? You think he's ever gonna be okay? I left my mark. Believe me.
You bastard.
What? You gonna shoot me? What's the point? I'm going to prison. You got me.
I don't understand any of this.
And you never will. Don't worry. Maybe you'll see me again, Agent. Maybe in the mirror.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell. Some rotten drown thing had crawled up from it. The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drown thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. "Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page." Vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Damn. Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me! Anybody? Help me! Help me!
The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone. The ranger's office was locked. I'd need a key to get in.
Hello?
Back here. I'm back here. Hey.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened. The only way to make sure that Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe. I was too late. Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
Rusty!
covered with oily patches that looked like liquid darkness.
I just need to take my senses.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals.
For those visitors who purchase a park license, obey at all times. Never. Two bears and wolves never approach any other closer than 25 yards. That must be least. It is against the law.
Man, that sucks. Where'd Rusty go? Wait.
What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
Stay in the cabin. Don't open the door for anyone. I mean it.
You guys stay close. Stay safe.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Whoa. There's a phase all the way there. Yeah. You heard that correct. Rusty was seeing the young waitress.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Safe house in here, sweet. There we go. Everything's loaded. We're ready. Oh, come on. Really? How old's Rusty Squirts? Aw, really? Damn it.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Just because I fell off the cliff. How rude. This thing. Try that again. Wow. Okay, you're a baby. Anyway, as we were saying, wait, how did
Nobody in Bright Falls seemed to know where Al was, but Rose, the waitress at the diner, had seen him. From what Barry could tell, Al pretty much fell off the face of the earth when he left the diner. Rose was just the kind of fan that Al hated, but she really tried to help. She was smart too, knew a lot about what was going on in the town, knew a lot about Al, even knew who Barry was. Barry liked her. That was no big surprise. When it came to women, Barry and Al rarely saw eye to eye.
So the only thing she saw eye to eye. Yeah, I'm just kidding. I don't even know where I was going with that one. Trying to make a joke out of nothing. Love it. Okay, so I also feel like there's more over here than just that. Well then, never mind. Broke behind me, damn it. Okay, we're okay, we're okay, we're okay. I didn't even realize the power went out behind me as I was walking this way.
I turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo. things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Almost like a raid. Man, it's so unbearable. Nope. Nothing? Well, let's see what's not behind door 7. Alright. The fact that this thing is swinging freely with no problem. Always gotta search the area a little bit.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. But he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Don't look good. Like, I don't know if we're ready for this. Let's drive, let's go.
Shit.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming. That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up! Right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it. Just a little longer. Scare them off. Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off us. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it. Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe. Better get ready. They'll be on us soon.
I like this man. Hello, hey Duel, how's it going?
This is it, Wake. The last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Have you seen anything on Alan Wake
Stand.
before? This is your first
There's
time
more flares here.
seeing anything
Get
on
ready.
the game.
We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Okay. So Alan Wake's a writer. Give me 1 second on the bottom.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her up.
Okay, so sorry, just to play catch up real quick. Alan Wake takes place. You're essentially a writer who was actually going through like a writer's block. So it's kind of funny because if you think about like as streamers, sometimes we get like burnout, what happens a lot. And this game kind of plays around to that whole idea that creativity can sometimes be hindered. Now, you and your wife go on a little minor vacation. You're going off to this little lake area. It turns out she set it up as a thing to try to get you out and about to rejuvenate your creative juices, while also there's a not exactly a mental hospital, although it pretty much ends up being like that. Quote unquote spoiler, by the way. Of this guy who deals with creatives, like creative minds, and helps them get back to their core to retell their stories. Well, before you even get to that point, you and your wife have an argument because you realize she got you a typewriter. I'm like, I don't want to write. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to do this. Don't do that. She's scared about the dark, by the way. You storm out the house, and all of a sudden everything goes dark. You go try to find her, and then you basically hear a scream out the back. You look, and you're on like a cabin that's over a lake. And there's a railing that was broken, and it's like right over the water. So he assumes, oh, she fell in the water. So he jumps in to quote unquote save her. Next thing you know, you wake up 5 days or a week later. You're basically behind the wheel of a broken car that crashed into a tree, and there's this darkness just floating around, and these creatures who hinder, as you can see, do not get infected by standard bullets unless they're shine the lights. You know, they see the way. It's just how it plays out. So, yeah, kind of a guidance distance for the gun for at that point, only because he wouldn't give me a gun. Otherwise, you know, I would be popping my shots off to lighting up these fools, these dark entities, and then actually shooting them up. First, I shine the light on them, and I fill them with lead.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry! No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here!
He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no... On more than one occasion, Alice had tried to explain to me how it felt to be afraid of the dark. To her, darkness wasn't simply the absence of light, but something more tangible than that. It was something you could touch and feel. Worse than that, it was something with a mind of its own, something malicious and malign. For her, things changed when they were wrapped in darkness. They turned into something else, something foreign, and nothing was safe or innocent anymore. I'd never really understood what she meant, until now.
Understandable.
Manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
I definitely would recommend checking out Alan Wake, as well as Troll is also tied to it now.
What the hell?
Rusty warned me about these traps. It hurt like hell.
Hey, Kane. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. GG's on the wins, by the way, guys. Give me a second, because I do have ghosties walking around the area, so I can't really fully focus. Snova, you got 20 gold. Congrats. We already got the bronze badge just for this match. I think it just started just a couple hours ago. Alright. Next raid is up. I need 2 more matches with my archers. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's like a punk. There we go. Oh boy, a giant! Oh, I thought I needed 5. Never mind. Okay, well, let's go clear out that quest. See if we can get some more points off of this. 20 cupcakes. Come on, me, cupcake. So I guess next matches we'll be doing the orc players. Man, if I knew that, I would have started out with an orc and then I would drop the 3 archers. Alright, peeps. Drop in your units on those raiders. I'm gonna tread the darkness and fingers crossed it keeps me sane while we get ready for the raids. And now I know. Shiny lights. No touchy. Oh, I can't shoot it. That'd been nice. Alright. Oh, what's this? Oh! Damn it. That's rude, because they use the same glow for, game just seems weird. It's like a psychological horror without being a psychological horror. Where is it? We get through it. I just know the first time I played this game, I've had a lot of funny jumps. It's like if you like Five Nights at Freddy's, you'll definitely love some about this one. Ah, you got lucky. And a rifle.
The night had been one desperate situation after another. I was exhausted, and my body felt as though it had been chewed up and spat out. The flashlight was heavy in my hand, and each pull of the trigger sent a painful shock up my arm. But I was finally out of the woods, and things were looking up. That's when I heard the chainsaw.
Decapitated, guys. Need some caffeine. Should make some coffee in a minute. I was feeling a little groggy. Oh. No. No.
I had heard the plane fall. It made no sense. It was clear that it had just fallen in, but it was very old and obviously hadn't flown in decades. Looking at it sent a shiver down my spine.
My default feeling about horror games is I'm bored. The only two games that broke through the indifference were Dead Space and Dead Space 2 because it's a combined shooter with horror elements, and people who made it were extremely adept at creating tension and fear with environmental design. I really appreciate that degree of cleverness. The return to the dry-docked Ishimara and DST was... Oh, yeah, agreed. I do have remaster or remake planned for the channel at some point. We are... For now, though, I had a community vote on my Twitter page, and everybody picked Alan Wake over Dead Space. Surprisingly, it was a tie between the two of them. I always feel like there's something in here. That's just... Oh, maybe there's something underneath it. I just didn't see it. Got it. I understand now. Right? No? What? Okay, hold on. Hold on. That may be far better than it looks. Ultimately, I can't tell that without being behind the controls. No, I understand. Concept-wise, it's one of the few games that I keep going back to specifically because like how the whole horror aspects of it is settled for it. I feel like going the wrong way. Kino, are you overthinking this again? Please. Always overthinking. Whoa, what? You up there? How the... Oh. Gotcha. Very good. And flares. Let's go. And now we're gonna head down there and figure out how to spot. Okay. It's like, come at me, bros. Dang jerks. Oh, come on. Really? 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 Back off. 2 seconds. Fast. Come on. Heals. Search the area. Pretty sure someone's gonna pop out of the corner in a second. Or not. Oh, hello! Ow. Okay. Fancy a heal. I appreciate it. Now you can move on. Oh, I don't like this at all. So it's you that hurts me in the cabin. Man, I feel like we're missing pages here. What the hell?
The logging site was a mess. The modular office had been pushed off the cliff. Deputy Thornton climbed up from the wreckage excited, breathing hard from the exertion. Nobody there. It's weird. Don't you think that's weird? Bored, Mulligan let out a mighty snort. Hell, it's always weird, Thornton. Just a question of sorting out what kind of weird it is this time around. When Barry saw the darkness attack the visitor center, it made him a believer. The men Al said he'd shot, they hadn't been just locals on crank. Somehow the world had changed, like the channel had been switched without warning. You think you're watching a sitcom, and you're really watching a horror show. When the birds started attacking the cabin, Barry wasn't surprised, just terrified.
Aw, shoot. I gotta shoot Barry. Well, not that suspicious at all. Why are you giving me flares? Darkness, where's her face?
Be aware of Widowmakers!
Yeah, I don't trust that. Bad. Okay. Careful.
Shadows stirred and the wind picked up as I ran through the forest. I felt the dark presence turning its gaze toward me. Then the moonlight was blotted out by dark shadows that raced violently across the ground, moving too swiftly to be natural. Darkness gathered between the trees and melted again to reveal the Taken. No natural path had brought them here.
On the box. 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 Thank you. Oh. Okay. Hey. Tell me, tells me to go that way. There's nothing over here, is there? Oh, wait. My God, I swear it says right here. That's rude. What? Really? That was worth a shot. Ow! this too. That's a lot of ammo that suddenly fills up.
Logging is a hazardous occupation.
Hi, big boy! Oh, he's not even dead. Are you kidding me? Oh no. Shattered. Love it. I'm here for it. Kino's exploring the darkness to see if he can find more thermoses and manuscripts. Don't mind him. He's just doing big dumb stuff. So he gets caught aboard bear traps. I swear it's not on purpose. I just do stupid things.
Barry?
Ow! The porch is covered with birds. They've got all Hitchcock on me.
Stay out of sight. I'm on my way. Don't open the door.
What, am I crazy?
Stay hidden. I'll be there soon. Just make sure you keep the lights on. I still had to reach Barry at the cabin, but at least I was out of the woods.
I feel like there's a joke somewhere in that situation. You gonna attack? Come on. What are you waiting for? I'm right here.
I'd have to get the car from the locked garage. It would get me back to Barry faster, and the headlights were a welcome bonus.
Let's see what this tells us.
The FBI agent's command froze me in place. I considered surrender. It was all falling apart anyway. I could give in, let someone else deal with it, but it felt all wrong. Call it instinct, his posture, the way he held the gun. He was no friend. Shots ringing in my ears, I leaped for the hole in the fence and stumbled into the darkness beyond.
Hello? Anybody home? Nothing.
I had to find the key to the garage. A story is not a machine that does what you tell it. A story is a beast with a life of its own. You can create it, shape it, but as the story grows, it starts wanting things of its own. Change one thing and you set off a chain reaction of events that spreads through the whole thing. The characters have to be true to themselves. The events need to follow a logic that fits the story. A single flaw and the magic is gone. The story dies. Alice dies.
Man, how'd I know you were there? How did I know? there anything else around this area before we move on? Let's go check, just in case. Feeling a little thirsty. Is there any more coffee? Newbie piss poor follows. Hello? Nobody home? Okay. Wait, there was somebody. Where were you standing? On top of the toilet. Really? Nothing? There you go. Nothing? Okay. Back in it. Let's go. What's over here? Oh. Cool. Hold on. See you. I think you can't hide from me. Hey Zagran, welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful week so far. I'm kind of just fooling around for a minute, Alan Wake. What's that fun? Okay. Back on the main road. Back up, back up, back up. I think I bumped into him, guys. I don't know. I can't tell. I'm trying to hit you! There you go. This is a very sturdy truck. I mean, sorry to flare up a little, but... Thermos over there, I need it. I need my coffee! Coffee! Back off, bro. There's no runners on these. Only for this part. You don't really do a lot with the vehicles in this game, so utilize them as best as you can. That's basically what we can do. Man, it's almost like they're supposed to be around corners. I don't know where they're gonna come from. Alright. What can I? Probably was here. Bastards. You bastards! How'd you know my one weakness? A roadblock.
The flare gun was probably the best weapon I could imagine against the dark things I was facing.
Let's pop a squad. There you go. Running, running, and running, and running. Bastards.
It was the kidnapper.
You son of a bitch! Where's my wife?
Enough horseplay, Wake. You deliver the manuscript, and you can have your woman back. Simple as that.
I don't... Listen. I'm gonna need time to finish it. I still need to write the ending. I need a week.
Not done?
I need a week.
2 days. The old Bright Falls coal mine is nearby. You can find it easy, city boy. The main building, there at noon. You bring the manuscript, you'll get your wife. If not, well, get me?
Yes, I get you.
Oh, this is the one I got smacked on earlier. Okay. Alright, keep going. Wait, you're out of shape.
Barry had talked about birds over the phone.
Another thing I hate about this part.
I'm sorry for thinking you were having a psychotic episode, man.
Jerk. You frickin'
I
jerk.
sent Barry to the town to ask around about a man fitting the kidnapper's description. He'd go through the archives of the local paper. Perhaps he could learn something. anything about the island and the cabin that had disappeared. The man wanted a manuscript. I had to try to write him one to get Alice back. For me, the supernatural had always been nothing but a metaphor for the human psyche, a tool to use in writing fiction. Now, it was happening for real, and I couldn't put a single word on paper.
Barry Wheeler speaking.
This is Rose.
Rose?
I found Mr. Wake's pages.
Oh, you sweet, brilliant girl.
Could you and Mr. Wake come get them? I live in the trailer park outside the town.
We'll be there in less than an hour.
Bye now.
See you soon.
Have a great day. Hope you come back soon. Welcome to the
Oh Dear Diner.
Good girl.
Oh, there's a bigger plot twist in that.
Come here. Pretty please, can you tell me where I am? You, won't you say something? I need to get my bearings.
It's like it's a lot deeper than that.
Previously